live. Today we are doing lower body with a focus on hamstrings, and we're going to throw some abs in there as well. Now to get started, I hope you did your cardio. I did about a 10-minute walk, and it is freezing outside in the Keys. It's in the 60s. I thought winter was over, but here we are again. Anyway, we are going to start up with a quick warm up just to stretch out a bit, and then we're going to jump into quads. So let's hit it. We're going to start off using a 3-pound dumbbell just to do some arm strings and some stretching. So let's do the one arm. Let's do about 5. We're really focused on lower body today, so we're just going to stretch out upper body a little bit. We're going to switch arms. Yeah, hopefully you can feel that stretch. Let's do some twists to light up that back a little bit. Couple down here at the waist level. Then we'll rise up to the shoulder level. Right. And let's do a little top-down action here. Loosen up those shoulders. And then one of my favorite stretches, grab the dumbbell behind you, stretch it down below, and then hinge at the hips. I love this for shoulders, back, and even hamstrings. Let's come back up, and let's do a quad stretch. Take your foot, put it behind you, hold that for a few seconds. All right, switch to the other side. Moving on to some hip rotations. Just rotate those hips one at a time. Let's do about 5 on each side. All right, step it out a little bit. Other side. And let's do some side kicks. Love getting those hips, keeping them mobile. We're going to use them a lot today. Switch to that other side. Okay, now last stretch, widen your stance a little bit and reach down to the floor as far as you can. If you can do flat hands, even better. And then go from side to side. Just a couple seconds each. And then hold your elbows, and we're going to rock from side to side. All right, we are all warmed up. Make sure you've got some water nearby. And I realized I forgot to start tracking my workout because, you know, if you don't track it, it didn't happen. Let's get that going. Take a quick sip of water, and we are going to get into our squats. I'm going to start out with body weight, and then we're going to add some more dumbbells as we go. All right, let's get in position. Feet about shoulder width apart. Make sure you're even. And I'm going to go for about 20 body weight squats here. Make sure your legs are parallel to the ground. We're at 10, halfway there. $17, 18, 19, and 20. I like to shake it off a little bit. That was easy, hopefully. Now let's add in some dumbbells. I'm going to grab some 10-pounders. And there's lots of different ways that you can hold your dumbbells. You can keep them out to your sides if you'd like, but what I prefer is really kind of attaching them to your neck a little bit and holding the bottom here, just a little less on your arms and really focuses on the legs. So same thing, it's pretty lightweight, so we're gonna go for 20 again. Don't forget to breathe. Ten. Really push through those quads. 18, 19, and 20. All right, throw those dumbbells down for a second, and we are gonna change it up. We're gonna do some supersetting with some alternating toe touch crunches. So grab one dumbbell. Let's go ahead and lay down. If you've got a mat, you can soften it up a little bit. All right, laying down flat with your dumbbell above you, and then we're gonna bring one leg up and crunch up in the with your chest as well. Let's go. Crunching up with your abs, of course, but your chest or your back comes off the ground. We're at 10. 16. 'All right. Go ahead and put your dumbbell to the side. And let's grab a quick drink of water before we get back into those squats. Now I'm going to grab the 15 to increase the weight a bit. All right, get into position however you would like to hold the weights. Takes a little bit of coordination. Once you get the hang of it, got it. Feet shoulder width apart. And let's go for 20 again. Halfway there. Keep pushing through. Really focusing on those quads. Making sure you're at least parallel to the ground. We want to get down there. One more. All right. Let's put those dumbbells to the side and let's do our abs again. Grabbing whatever dumbbell weight works best for you. I've got the 10-pounder again. Same exercise, alternating toe touch crunch. This does a combination of your lower and upper abs. So you put that little bit of a crunch into it and that leg lift as well. Almost there. Lost count a little bit to approximately 20. All right. Again, let's take that quick water break. And if you haven't noticed, we do not have live chat on. We are here to work. But if you do have any questions, throw those in the comments, and I will definitely take a look and get back to you after our workout. Should be sweating a little bit now, putting those muscles to work. This will be our last set of squats. I'm going to stick with the 15s. Again, whatever position works for you with your weights, or you can continue doing body weight too, whatever you've got or whatever your experience level is. Here we go. Definitely hold that core into. Always keeping everything tight. 10. 15. 18. And 20. All right. Let's do one more set of those alternating toe touch crunches. Let's go. Halfway there. Keep pushing. $19 and $20. Nice work, team. You deserve a quick water break. And next, we are going to move on to forward lunges. Really take some deep breaths. We're going to do forward lunges to focus on those quads, and we're going to alternate as well. So we're going to step forward, step back, and step forward with the other leg. We're going to go for, let's see, about 12 on each side. We'll see if we can do more than that, see how it goes. And once we're finished with that set, then we're going to superset with some reverse crunches. So keeping those abs engaged as we go. All right, step back, make sure the room is clear, and let's start. Slow and controlled, definitely. Your form matters. Don't try to rush it. And push through those quads. Try to keep your body straight as well. That'll activate more of the quad. We're almost halfway there. Yeah, this is easy. We're gonna go for 30 on each side. Or I'm sorry, 15 on each side, 30 in total. I've lost count a little bit, so we're doing approximate. I think this will be the last one right here. All right. So now reverse crunches. You don't necessarily need any weights for this. I'm gonna move this dumbbell out of the way. But similar position. You're gonna lay down on your back, but keep your knees bent. Arms behind the head. And you're really gonna lift those hips off the floor and reverse back this way. Let's do 20 of these. Simple as that. $14. 19 and 20. Easy peasy for those. Now let's grab another swig of water in between our sets, and we're going to go back to our forward lunges and add some weight there. I think I'm going to use the 10-pound dumbbells. And if you happen to have a weighted vest, it's a nice hack where you can just put the weighted vest on and use the weight that way. A little bit easier. Don't have to put anything in your hands. You can just focus all on those quads. And let's pick up those dumbbells. And this time I'm going to keep them to the side so I get a little bit more balance as I'm doing the lunges. Let's set a goal of 12 on each and see if we can do more. If you've got a mirror, definitely put that in front of you so you can watch your form. Really push off with those quads as you come out of the lunge. Getting close. It's about 20 total. 23. Yeah, and let's go to 30 total. We got this. $28, $29, and $30. Nice job. I got the sweat coming down the forehead. Whew, we are putting it to work. Let's do that reverse lunge. We're going to go for 20. And get your hips in position too. You should not be able to put your arm behind your back in your starting position. $11. 17. Last one. Whew. Another water break. We should be aiming for at least a gallon of water a day. So I can usually get through 2 of these, which is 50 ounces. So that kind of almost gets me halfway there. The gallon is 127 ounces. Very important to stay hydrated as you're sweating and losing all that hydration. All right, we're gonna do one more set of lunges. I'm gonna go for those 15s, increase the weight a little bit. I'm also going to continue to keep the weights at my side so I can get that balance, and setting a goal of 12 on each side. Let's see how we do. Keep that core engaged too, any exercise that you're doing. $18. Slow down if you need to. 22. And we're going to push through. We're going to get to that 30. 25. 'Last ones. Oh, yeah. Really feeling it in those quads. Those last ones are where they get you. Let's do our last set of reverse crunches. $20 again. $13. 18. And 20. Grab that water. Next, we are going to do leg extensions. So got a tad bit of setup to do. I'm going to grab my bench and some bands from my Pilates bar kit, which I rave about. So versatile. I use it in many different workouts. BossFitBritt.com/mygear to grab my Amazon link. So versatile. Love it. So a couple different options here. Like I said, I'm going to do banded leg extensions. I'm going to do a little bit of an angle here. And I need to grab one of these loops and a couple of bands here. I have got the 40-pound resistance. So I am going to put these into the loop right here and attach to the bottom of my bench. Try to get it in the middle so it's even. And then I'm going to grab my leg cuffs. Again, you can check these out on my Amazon page, BossFitBritt.com/mygear. Super cheap. I think they're like $5 each. It helps in several different exercises. And actually, if you're using these, you're going to put the loops to the back. Switch this one. Now, before I demonstrate with the bands, I'm going to show you how you can do this with a dumbbell. It's not necessarily something I prefer. It's less stable, and I find it harder to work with, so I prefer the bands. Raise our bench up a bit here. But what you can do, if you've got a good pair of shoes on, that's helpful too. So you can lift up the dumbbell here and do your leg extensions like this. I find it's really hard to place the dumbbell, but hey, if you're good at it, go for it. And if that's what you got, that works too. We're going to put that aside, and we're going to hook in to our bands, so one on each side. Careful, you don't want anything snapping on you. And the other side is a little bit more complicated. You got to stretch it a bit to get it over there. All right, once you got yourself strapped in, you can get in position. And I have the bench leaned back a little bit because it helps you focus on your quads rather than being straight up. So we will aim for 20 because we've got the bands, we've got the resistance. You can also add more bands, which is what I might do next time, but we'll keep it simple today. And then you are going to lift those legs up and hold for a bit at the top too, because you just got that tension. So let's go for 20. Really holding at that top, squeezing those muscles. That's really going to help here. And don't forget to keep that core in. Got 5. And we've got the quads all activated from our squats and lunges, so this is just adding on, especially with that hold at the top. That's 16, 17, 18, 19, and we're really going to hold on that last one. Let's do about 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. All right, unhook yourself, and we're going to do a superset, but not with abs. We are going to do some pulse squats. Let's see. Now, depending on what kind of pump you got in your quads, this might be a little tough, but we're going to aim for 10 and see if we can go more. So very similar stance to bodyweight squats. We're going to come down, but we're not going to come all the way up. We're going to pulse it. Oh yeah. 8. Let's go for 15. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's go for 20. 18, 19, and 20. Oh, those will get you. All right, let's grab that water. We're going to do 2 more sets of this, and then we will move on to a core finisher. Deep breaths. Whew. All right, let's start it up again. Let's get all strapped in. Let's start by hooking up this side first. Here we go. We're going to go for 20 again, keeping with that same rhythm of holding at the top. sweat building up. 5. 10. 'Got the last 5. We're going to hold at the end again. 18. 19. And hold for this last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness. Let's get to those pulse squats. If I can get unhooked. There we go. All right, let's jump right in. Let's go for 15. Hopefully we can get 20. 5. Got this. 10. All right, 15. Yeah, we're going for 20. 20. Whew. You did it. All right, water break, and we got that last set. Your quads should be on fire. Whew. You step it out a little bit here and get that last one in. Whew. Y'all ready? Let's do it. This last set. In position. And let's go. Five. It's getting harder. Keep pushing through. Finish the set. Always meet your goal. 10. Slow down if you need to. 15. We're almost there, guys. 18. I can feel a shake coming on. 19. And let's do our hold at the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. You got through it. Now let's finish off with these pulse squats. Let's go for 20. No doubt about it. We got this. 5. 10. 15. And last one. Oh. You did it, team. All right, let's take off those leg cuffs. We're going to wrap up with some abs. If I could get these things off. All right. If you are using leg cuffs, let them dry out if you get a little sweaty. Don't need any smelly stuff in your gym equipment. And we are done with the bench. And move that off to the side along with our bands. All right. Take a little breather. And then we're gonna do, alternating toe touch crunches. Then we will do some hollow rocks. And lastly, some flutter kicks. We'll do about 20 each of those, and we'll do it for 2 rounds. No weights needed for these. Just a soft surface if you got it. All right, these first ones we'll demonstrate first. So again, similar position to what we've been doing. Knees bent, arms behind the head. Actually, we don't need to put the arms behind the head. So we're gonna do a full sit-up and we're gonna reach for the alternate leg. So left arm to right toe, right arm to left toe. All right, we're just gonna keep going. That's 10. You're halfway there. $17, 19, and 20. Whew. All right, next we're gonna jump right into hollow rocks. So you're gonna keep your core tight the whole time. Arms up and rocking back and forth. 20 of these. It's 10. Keep going. 15. 19 and 20. Okay, last one in this set is flutter kicks. So for me, I lay back on my elbows and we are just gonna flutter our legs. We're gonna do about 20 seconds or so. Keeping that core tight. It's about 10 seconds. Let's go for 30 seconds. There we go. Of course, I don't have a timer, so just kind of counting in my head, so whatever feels about 30 seconds to you. Let's take one last water break before we get into that last set for our finisher. Keep in mind, guys, when we finish this, we are going to be done before most people in the world even wake up. So kudos to you for joining early. All right, let's go in. Alternating toe touch sit-ups, hollow rocks, and flutter kicks. Going for 20 each, except for the flutter kicks, we'll do about 30 seconds. Nice little deep breath before you go, and start. You're halfway. 15. 19 and 20. Let's get into those hobble rocks. Five. 10. 15. Keep pushing. I know you can feel it. 19. Oh, and 20. Let's get right into those flutter kicks and we are done. Go for 30 seconds. Keep that core engaged. About 10. 20 or so. Right about 30. Woo. Grab your water, team. You deserve it. You crushed this workout. You're going to have some sore quads and abs later today or tomorrow, however your body works. I really appreciate everyone joining me today. We are doing a weekly live series, looking to be on Wednesday mornings. We'll give you a heads up when the next one's coming out, but any questions whatsoever, drop something in the comments. And if you're watching the replay, drop a hashtag replay so we know you were here. Again, BossFitBritt here. Give us a like and follow. You can find all sorts of exercise demos on YouTube. Now, great job, team. Get out there, boss up, kick ass, and make it happen.